We got a TFcon Toronto 2018 announcement. Yet another exclusive has been revealed, and this is a really special one, a really, really awesome one, and I know Jaws D here is hyped about it.
Yay, yay!
when I saw the news right away, we knew about it beforehand, but I didn't know when we were going to publicly announce it. And when I saw that it was going to be announced, I was like, oh shit.
All I did was look down on my phone and I see it says Wendell.
Yeah.
I'm like, what?
Yeah.
I look at it and I'm like, bah!
Yeah. So for those who don't know, or for those who aren't looking at the screen for the YouTube video, TFcon Toronto 2018, one of the exclusives that has been announced on TFcon's website and on all the various websites right now, is we have from MakeToys, we have what's called G2 Maestro. And what that is exactly is they took MakeToys' Downbeat, which is their masterpiece version of G1 Jazz, and they've turned it into a Generation 2 interpretation. So what does that mean exactly? It means a color scheme that's more in tune with that of the Generation 2 version, which had a different color scheme, had different decos, like musical notes on it and stuff like that. Just go back and look at the old G1 Jazz toy and then look at the Generation 2 Jazz toy, and you'll see that there's a vast difference. Also, the Generation 2 toys of the Autobot cars of Jazz, Sideswipe, and Inferno, they all had unique weapons to their Generation 2 versions, and Jazz had a rocket launcher, a spring-loaded missile launcher that came exclusively with his Generation 2 version. And so what they did here is they colored up Jazz's shoulder cannon to match that of that unique, extremely 90s neon spring-loaded rocket launcher.
Yeah, that lime green, neon green rocket, and then the blue rocket launcher that came with it.
So it's really cool. And to top it all off, what makes it the best of it all is the packaging. The packaging itself is a direct homage to the original Generation 2 Autobot cars packaging, which was, it was like a clam kind of packaging that opened up. And this is really cool because it's one of those third-party toys that you almost don't want to take out of the box.
Big old throwback.
Yeah, 99% of third-party toys usually go with the masterpiece kind of direction of a closed box. You don't really see the figure. Rarely do they have windows. It's very rare that you have windows on third-party stuff. There is exceptions to the rule, but in general they don't. This is something that's going for that old-school 90s kind of look, even with the peg hanger, which again, third-party toys don't have peg hangers because they're not in retail, you know.
Exactly.
So it's just it's really cool that they went
out of their way. I like that it says on it ages 16 and up right
Oh yeah. There's tons of stuff going on here. It's a really, really cool release. Just to give people a little bit of a history lesson, Downbeat was the Jazz version by MakeToys that had a mass release with no limited numbers. They did a repaint of this, I want to say 6 months after the fact, called Bounce Back, and that was the Stepper repaint, which came with a Target Master, and it was originally a convention exclusive, but like multiple conventions, and it had a limited release of only 500 units. It's still available if you look on TF Source and everything. There's still plenty of them kicking around. And now we have this one. So this is the third repaint of that mold with Maestro here. The rumored number that it's going to be, and this is more based on just the past because all the previous exclusives and how many numbers have been made, I'm going to take a guess of 200 to 250 units. So it's going to be the least numbers compared to the previous two molds. But that's to be expected of TFcon exclusives. They're always in short numbers. So if you really want this exclusive, might I suggest, number one, line up extremely early on Saturday. That's the first thing I would suggest. Number two, come to the charity auction. They usually offer a 30 minutes early into the dealer room package and stuff like that. That's usually on the auction. So if you're someone that is even more scared of not getting one of these, if you win that, you know, pretty much ticket to get in early into the dealer room on Saturday before everyone else, that's going to pretty much guarantee you this product here. So definitely, if you are interested and you don't want to cry that weekend, line up early. But keep in mind, we're not done yet. There's still more exclusives to be announced. As crazy as that sounds, there still is more to announce. Right now, we have the 2-pack of the cassettes, we have the G2 Stunticon, and now we got Generation 2. You know, it's funny. So far, everything we've had thus far has been repaint homages to stuff of the modern era or the 90s. So what could be next? Stay tuned and find out.